DoorDash driver, mama, does Instacart pay well? We are currently at the state championships for my daughter's school and their rivals. And yeah, it was a good game. It was a tough game. And we did not come out the winners. But to make it to the state championships is huge. Go Eagles. We are going to concentrate on Instacart tonight. They have a promotion if you do 6 batches. You are guaranteed $82 in base pay. So, all right. After the game, we are going down to the Avenue. Good season, well played.
Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to hang around for a post-game awards ceremony.
Now let's go.
All right, Eagles. Good season. 7:08 p.m. The game is over. We did not win, but we are the runner-ups. 5-2. They played well. Go Eagles. Now let's see what we can do before midnight. We are down on the Avenue. It is 8 o'clock on the dot. We have our first order. Our strategy is going to be the Instacart for tonight. I don't know if we're going to be able to get in 6 batches before midnight, because after 10 o'clock, for the most part, the only batches are at a grocery store, I would say about five miles away from where I like to sit. But since I only have Instacart and Uber Eats for right now, because I am on the borderline on DoorDash with my numbers 70 and 95, we're going to try to get 5 in. That first one that we have right now is $6.79. They most likely didn't tip, or it was $1, but we're getting 1 item, driving it 1.7 miles, and that order will be $13 once we meet our 6. And we have the 1 item, some eardrops. Somebody's having an ear infection or some issues. Let's go deliver. 8:24, we are back on the block, and I don't know if we're going to get 5 more in before midnight, because it is dead. There's like almost nobody on the streets, and Sundays it usually dies down about 8 o'clock. So I came out hoping for the best and not expecting to get more than 100. 100 would be phenomenal if I was to get to 5 in. I'm sure there were orders earlier, but at a certain point you need some rest. So I didn't work during the daytime today at all, and we just went to our daughter's final softball game for the season, and we'll see what we can do. If we make 50, we'll be all right. But we're waiting for either an Uber Eats or an Instacart. 42. I did what I knew I shouldn't have done. Nothing was coming through on Instacart or Uber Eats, so I turned on DoorDash. It said it was busy in the area, average 2-minute wait. I didn't even get 20 seconds before they sent me an $18 for almost 14 miles, 33-minute drive away. We accepted it. I don't know if we're going to keep it. I'll be back. 8:54 now, and someone had picked up that order already. Thank you. They only wanted an egg roll and chicken with cashew nuts, a small. I know you have a restaurant, a Chinese restaurant in your town. That is not something special and magical that these people over here are the only ones that can make it. So I guess they won't be getting dinner, or maybe DoorDash will reorder it for them, but I did not. But we have our next order. It's on Uber Eats, 998.1 miles. We're going to get 1 Indian dinner with 1 naan. Our next order is on Uber Eats, 3348, picking up some cookies and driving it 17 miles away. They close at 9, but a lot of times they'll be cleaning up and they'll still let you get the cookies. And let's hope it's the case today. You win some, you lose some. It's stolen. The driver right before me said, or they said he picked it up like minutes ago, and he took it, and I don't get my 33.48. They have no cookies left out. So I guess we're gonna be doing this Instacart. It was for 20-something items, $22, and then driving at 2.2 miles. I was going to cancel it because 33 is more than 22, but 22 is more than 0. 28 minutes later, we have finished shopping. About 3 refunds, but it looks like the person did tip a $15 flat tip, so hopefully our pay doesn't go down. Let's go to self-checkout because it's too late for a cashier. Order dropped off. Of course, it was nice. We didn't knock on the door, and we have our next order. It is a match, a radar match on Uber Eats. $10.29 for 3 miles and change. Of course, with those matches, you got to hit them quick or someone will take it. So we're going to get some bar food and deliver. I just love it when the order is ready and we are 8 minutes from the customer. 11:10. We have dropped off that last Uber Eats. We are waiting on the final tip to make sure it is $10 and not going to go up or down. But we did not reach our Instacart goal of 6 batches. Can you make good money on Instacart? Does Instacart pay well? When there are promotions, yes, it does pay well. The base pay is typically 6 and change, a little over 7, unless it is an order with heavy pay, meaning you have cases of water or many cases of sodas, then the base pay will go up to about 12 and change. But on average, it is only $6.97, $7 for the base pay alone. The pay, when you are paid well, comes from the tips from the customers. Just like DoorDash and Uber Eats. The base pay, if you only had base pay alone, this job would not be worth it. It is the customers who make it worth it with their generosity, and we are so grateful. So we only did 2 out of 6 batches, but we have our last order for the night. It is on Uber. $20, 2 pickups at the same store, and driving at 9.5 miles in total. And then we are going home. We have an early start. It is Monday. School is still in, and we need to be leaving the house and pulling off by 6:40 a.m. Oh, that's what I get. Sometimes you push yourself until you just need the rest. So today, when I should have been making those 6 batches before my daughter's game during the daytime, I was home sleeping after cooking dinner. So you win some, you lose some, but we'll make it up another time. And hopefully this helps someone. And I wish you large tips, no waits, and short distances. We have both orders dropped off, and I guess, call me a liar tonight, I took one more order. After I dropped off this last order, it was for 10 and change, going 5 point something miles. We are going to Popeyes and delivering it back to the neighborhood, which I usually dash in. And yeah, I slept the day away and I want to make it up at night. Plus, I don't let my Instacart go to the cutoff point for them to send you the payment weekly. I believe it's on Wednesday. I cash it out at the end of every shift. So your tips take 2 hours before they finalize and you can cash it out. So I was going to be up until that point anyway, so I might as well do one more. I'm just coming back to update because a lot of times people just assume, and I don't want to do that. I want to be clear. The reason why it would have been a good night tonight is because the base pay would have been $13.66 on every single order in addition to the tips. I should have known when I took that first order with no tip at 8 o'clock, it's not busy, and I was not going to reach my 6 before midnight. So that was my bad. But yes, it would have been $13.66 rather than the $6.97 or $7.06 for each order. And somebody had an accident. Got to be careful out here in these streets.
DoorDash driver, mama. DoorDash driver, mama. DoorDash driver, mama.